the squad and ready to go for a new campaign?
Yeah, buzzing, excited. Good to meet up with the boys again yesterday. You know, it's been a while since the last camp, and I think everyone's ready for it to come back round and excited to see what we can do.
How do you keep that momentum going that was built up in the last couple of Nations League games?
Yeah, I guess that's the question. I guess you know, it's down to us to try and do that. To take the positives from the last few games. You know, obviously we picked up some good results towards the end of the campaign and won the group, which has given us an advantage going into this group now. So we just look to build on that as much as we can and go straight into these games, like you say, and pick up where we left off.
In terms of your point of view, do you feel this is a time for yourself to really hit the ground running with Scotland? They've lost a lot of experience in terms of Fletcher and Naismith in this squad. Is there maybe more pressure on you to perform in this one?
I don't know if there's more pressure, but I guess, yeah, that's what it comes with. You know, you're playing at the highest level of football, and there's always going to be pressure when it comes to that. But naturally, you know, every time I get called up, I want to try and impress as much as I can. You know, I've had tasters of it now, and I just want to, like you say, yeah, settle myself down and make a claim for it.
In terms of this season so far, do you feel your form's very good? I know you've been out the last couple of games, but do you feel you're happy with the way things are going?
Yeah, personally, it's been quite good for me. I think I've got 18 goals now. 10 in the last 10 or something like that. Obviously, I've had an illness, so I missed the last 3 games, unfortunately. But yeah, I feel good. I feel like I'm on form. I feel like it's a good time for me to come into international games. And I've been scoring goals, so hopefully I can take that into these games coming up.
The manager always said that it's the guys that are doing it for the club at the minute. And you see Mark McNulty, and you've mentioned your record there. Is that a confidence booster as well, that he's going to be willing to play the guys in form?
Oh, 100%, yeah. You know, that's kind of always been the message from this gaffer, is the boys that are doing it for the clubs are the ones that are going to get a chance, and that's what you got to keep doing. You know, play as much as you can for your club, do as well as you can for your club, and then hopefully it comes out into international form as well.
So much has been made about systems and how Scotland play. What gets the best out of Oli McBurnie in terms of a system?
I don't know. I guess we play a 4-2-3-1 at Swansea most of all, but you know, our gaffer likes to change it a lot, and he likes our players to be fluid and to be able to change systems when he wants to change systems. So yeah, I guess, you know, like you say, a lot gets made out of formations and tactics and things like that, but as professionals, as footballers, we have to be able to adapt to whatever formation, whatever tactics the gaffer wants to do. So I'm quite open. You know, I won't say there's one formation that I particularly prefer. It's just, as long as I'm playing, I'm happy.
Scotland haven't qualified for a major tournament in 1998. That's wrong, isn't it? Something has to be, we're going to put that right. Does this group of players give you the belief that they can qualify?
100%. You know, I think we've always had that belief, and I think if you just going off the Nation League's results and that, you know, it gives us that boost that we can perform when it comes to this level. You know, you look at the quality throughout the squad and the players that are performing week in, week out, and the clubs that they're playing for. You know, the quality's there. It's just about putting it all together when it comes to the international stage and making it happen on the pitch.
There's not a lot of goals in the squad so far. That could be a great opportunity for you to make a name for yourself.
Yeah, 100%. You know, as strikers, it's your name, it's your food and drink, is your goals, and it's where you want to make your name, is by scoring goals. Obviously, a lot of goals have dropped out with the experience that we've lost, but you know, people have said that in the last games, and then I think James has scored 5 in 2. So you know, there's goals in this team, whether it's from the strikers or other positions. But naturally, as a striker, you want to be the ones to pick up the goals.
When you look at the group, obviously Belgium and Russia are the 2 highest seeds in the group. The second place minimum still there up for grabs. What do you feel? Yeah,
100%. You know, we know there's quality in the group. We know there's other tough teams in the group, but you know, we fancy ourselves on our day to be able to give anyone a go. And obviously we have the fallback of the qualifying place from the Nations League, which is nice, but we want to try and aim for top 2 without that anyway.
How did those 2 wins against Albania and Israel affect the squad and give them a boost that possibly badly need?
I think that's exactly how it affected. It just gave the boys that little, almost like a little confidence boost, a little reassurance that we can compete when it comes to, you know, tough games that we need to win. The pressure games that we need to win. Obviously we knew we needed to win those last 2 games to win the group, and the boys have done well to do that. So I think that's the main thing that we can take from those games is the confidence boost that we can do it when we need to.
No, on a personal note, what would it mean to you to reach a major finals?
Yeah, it's the stuff you dream about when you're a kid, innit? You know, it's what you always, like I say, it's always what you always dream about as your kid is playing in major tournaments for your country, you know, and to be able to do that would be something special, and that's what we're aiming to try and do.
Got a smile on your face there when you start.
Yeah, just thinking about it just makes you smile, like you say. It's you know, as a kid and now being a footballer, it's one of them things you know not a lot of people get to do, and it's one of them things that you always strive to do as a footballer, and if we can make that happen, it'd be unbelievable.
And what about yesterday?
What?
The cup.
Which,
Saturday.
Saturday. Yeah, I know I'm losing track of time as well. No, it was tough. Saturday, yeah. I was like, no, the boys done well, unbelievable. Obviously, I was gutted to miss out on the game, but it's a tough one with the VAR and stuff like that. You know, I think they have it at the ground and they just chose not to use it because it's not a Premier League ground, which is frustrating for the boys. But you know, it just shows that on your day you can match it against anyone if you have a good day. So I was gutted for the boys naturally, but they have a really good account of themselves, I thought.
There's a huge debate going on in Scotland at the moment about VAR. Do you think, well, Saturday would certainly have helped you?
Yeah.
It's going to happen, isn't it? You know, it's going to become commonplace.
I think they need to make sure that the way they go about it is as natural as possible. Because I've seen some of the cases where it's used and it's too big of a break and it doesn't look like football at all. You know, the part of the attraction to football for me is how fluid and how smooth the games are. You know, there's not many breaks and there's not a lot of times when the play's broken up, and if you're stopping games for 5-6 minutes here and there to try and take decision, I don't think that's football. So I think they need to really streamline it and make sure it can fit into the game of football. And like you say, naturally it's going to happen, I think, but they really need to make sure that, like I said, that they streamline it to fit it into to keep football as much as football as possible.
But 6 minutes or 60 minutes, you'd have liked it Saturday.
Well, yeah, the boys would have been buzzing about it, yeah, of course. Me as a striker, I kind of tend to be on the striker's side and say that I don't think we should have VAR, because sometimes it's half of the battle is being able to trick the linesman or being able to trick the referee. But now, obviously, like you say, it's going to come into the game, and if we can help the referees and the linesmen, I think they need all the help they can get as well. But it's just about making sure it's the right way of it coming in.
I don't think it's getting used this weekend.
No, all right, better trick the linesman this weekend.
There's a lot of new players that have come in the squad over the past few games, a lot of young players that have come in. Is it quite exciting to be part of that group that's coming through and you can go and achieve something?
Definitely, yeah. First of all, I think it shows good from the gaffer that, you know, if you're playing well for your clubs and if you are doing well, you're going to get noticed. You know, it's not just going to be the same faces no matter what. If you're making a statement by scoring goals or doing well for your clubs, whatever, they are out there and they are watching you and you are going to get noticed for it. So from that point of view, I think it's good. But especially with all the young talent come through, it's exciting to be part of it. You know, a lot of the boys are young and, yet, like you say, not many caps and stuff. So, you know, we're only going to improve as time goes on. Hopefully, you know, we can improve together and like you said, get us to that European.
Does it make it easier for everyone to have a nice bond together when there's a lot of new ones coming in?
Definitely, yeah. You know, sometimes when there's a big group and then one person comes into it, it's hard for them to kind of come in. But when there's a few new faces at the same time, it's kind of everyone saying, "Oh, hey, you're right, nice to meet you." You know what I mean? So it's good and you can get that bond with each other as well. So you know, it does make it easier sometimes, yeah.
Well, obviously you missed a few games, but honestly you completely over that now.
Yeah, I'm fine. I was fine last week. To be fair, I was pushing to try and get into the City game, but because I didn't train, I missed the Norwich game last Friday, and then I didn't train all the way up until the Friday just gone as well. So they ruled me out. I was trying my best to try and nick a spot on the bench, but yeah, no, I'm fine now. It's just a couple of days where I wasn't eating and stuff, so I just needed to get back on my feet, but ready to go.
How big a season has this been for you? Because obviously you scored goals out on loan, but to do it regularly with your parent club, has that always been a real kind of ambition for you at this point you've had that hand?
100%. This is my first year now as being number 9 at Swansea and being the main man sort of thing. So it was an important year for me. It's almost my first season where I've started as the full season as playing first team football. So it's been exciting for me. It's been a challenge, it's been tough, but I've really enjoyed it, and I think I've come on so much as a player this season. I've liked the added responsibility on my shoulders, where people look to me to score the goals instead of just being a bit part player. So it's been enjoyable, and think it's been really good for my development this year.
Do you feel now because of that you're a different player coming into the squad than maybe you were when you first came into the squad?
100%, yeah, I'd say I'm definitely. I think the first time I come into the squad when I was on loan at Barnsley, so just over a year ago. Might have been this squad last year actually. And yeah, I'd definitely say I've come on so much as a player now, not just in terms of football wise, but in terms of mentality wise as a person as well. I've grown up a lot, so yeah, I feel like I'm ready for it now.
Obviously, when you grow up, you're a Scotland fan, you then get the jersey on, the number 9 or whatever number it is, but to have that jersey on you at first, is that a wee bit daunting almost, the kind of responsibility, feel that you're more able to deal with that?
I think naturally you're always going to have them kind of doubts in your mind, sort of thing. I'm a confident guy, so I always have confidence in my own ability. But naturally, you're going to have them doubts in the back of your mind the first couple of times. But yeah, I feel like like you say, I've definitely grown up, I've matured, and I'm a lot more ready now to show what I can do.
Do you feel Swansea can get involved in the playoff push?
I think, yeah, when you look at it, and I think we're 14 for 15, so you'd think it's ridiculous, but then you look at how tight the points are. I think we're only 8 points off the playoffs or something ridiculous like that. So, never say never. We kind of from the start of the season, we were a young team. A lot of the boys had never played first team football before the start of the season. We kind of didn't know what to expect, but as a team, we've developed a lot this season. We've grown as a team, and the last few performances, although the results haven't been great, the last few performances from the boys have been really good. So there's a lot there to build on, and who knows?
How's Billy Reid?
He's a legend. Nah, he's good. He's really good. There's a few Scottish boys down there as well, so we have a good bit of banter and stuff down there. He's been really good, Bill, this year. All the staff that have come in, we can't speak highly of him enough, especially with the young boys coming in and giving us a chance. But yeah, Bill's always a good laugh. He's always up for a bit of banter, so it's good to have in the changing room.